film Edson Barboza when he knocked out Terry Edom with that real kick at UFC 142. I thought the arena was going to crumble to the ground. I had never felt an arena shake like that before, and it's been one highlight after the next for Barboza ever since.
And that highlight, that kick will be shown long after Edson Barboza is done fighting. It's one of those things that will stand the test of time, and it's because he's able to set things up in so many different ways, from the body kicks to the leg kicks to the great hands. That's why Terry Edom didn't see that. There's no windup to anything that Edson Barboza ever does. He's one of the most brutalizing strikers that we've ever seen step foot in the octagon.
And the only thing that has eluded him, of course, is a UFC title. Let's see if he can move towards that goal with another win. Here's the Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling. We talk so much about the state of this 135-pound division, how it's never been stronger, and yet this guy's starting to distance himself from the pack a little bit. Outstanding grappler, and more often than not, he's going to have a big advantage in that one.
Yeah, that's one of the things that separates Aljamain, is that he's one of those guys that tells you what he's going to do, and then he goes and he does it. Nothing's more discouraging for a fighter than to know what you have to defend and still not be able to defend it. Aljamain Sterling is a beast. Now, he did hint to us in the fighter meeting that he thought he could win this fight without chaining takedowns, so perhaps we'll see a strike-heavy approach here from Sterling early. We shall see. The Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling, set to fight Edson Barboza. The tape for this featherweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! Live round in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Edson Barboza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion, Aljamain Funk Master Sterling.
All right, Herb Dean, I'll referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, so here's Aljamain Sterling. Hasn't necessarily been a fast starter in the UFC. There's no denying the toughness, the creativeness, his scrambling ability. You know about the wrestling acumen, but he uses his length very well. This is flying knee right to the melon. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. So there it is, as he expected, the takedown defense would be there. The kickboxer able to thwart that first offering by the wrestler in round one.
Fights come down to moments, J.A., and that's a big moment for the kickboxer, just understanding that he can stop a takedown from a wrestler of this caliber. He's throwing everything.
He's hooked now. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Another big body land.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling. Oh, massive hip kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
These boys are going at it.
Midway through round one. Sterling gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fight.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. You heard him real bad.
Big right hand.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there. Way to hide that leg kick.
Checks the leg kick. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Under a minute now to go in this one. Nicely done as he lands a kick to the left.
Another one.
Sterling gets caught by the inside leg kick. And he continues to work on the inside of that lead leg. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, round two is upon us. The human backpack, Aljamain Sterling, versus Edson Barboza. Barboza gets tattooed by that stiff jab. Sterling, a two-time Division III All-American wrestler in college, had an opportunity to train with one of his former teammates, John Jones, and has not looked back. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Back and forth we go. Just out of range with that left hook. Sterling's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds.
Big shot to the head. Oh! In a ton of trouble right now.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
Beautiful transition. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Sterling. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Sterling's in half guard now. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Huge elbow there. Now trying to trap an arm. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Barboza. All right, Feet on the hips here. Grounding and pounding away with these hammer fists. Beautiful work by Edson Barboza. 2 rounds in the books. Take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch. Well, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
Ready to fight? Ready.
3rd round underway.
Yeah, he hurt it real bad. He still hurt.
Beautiful shot to the leg.
There it is. Right back on his legs.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Big hook.
Oh, look at that.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fight and you see what type of effect it starts to take on him. Whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. He loaded up there on that high kick. Nice block.
3 minutes to go in round 3. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up.
That'll do it! The Funk Master delivers.
Oh, my Lord.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Aljamain Sterling.
All right, so the Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling, bringing the funk tonight and getting it done by KO. We talk so much about him as the human backpack. People sleep on the power.
A knockout from Aljamain Sterling. He's massive. What people don't understand is how big Aljamain Sterling is for this weight class. So if he gets his hands on you, he can't put your lights out.